Hello! Welcome to Critical Recap. I'm Dani Carr, and I'm here to catch you up on the latest episode of Critical Role. You can also catch up with the Critical Role podcast on Spotify, iTunes, and Google. Make sure to check out critroll.com for cool merch and information on events like Austin and more. Now, here's what happened on episode 73, Uthodurn. Upon leaving the kiln, Jester and Bo immediately run back inside to ask for directions to Uthodurn. They're directed southwest and begin their march, making sure to keep Ford protected. Failed stealth rolls result in them swiftly drawing the attention of several wolves, who then draw the attention of two Rimmeraz monsters, large snake-like creatures with legs like a centipede. Jester is nearly eaten by one, but Caleb polymorphs her into a mammoth. Bo is attacked by another one and knocked unconscious. The Rimmeraz attempts to escape with her underground, but Ford uses his whip to hang on to the creature. Jester kills the younger Rimmeraz while in mammoth form, and Caleb uses Cat's Ire to pull Ford and the creature out of the hole. Knot saves Bo by using phantasmal force, and Jester heals her, though she has some inner struggle in the process, wanting to kill the Rimmeraz.
Do I come back to consciousness, seeing Jester's face of regret and disdain? I just say,
I'm glad you're back and stuff.
Why aren't you like a wizard or a sorcerer?
I don't know.
Clay is also grabbed, and this time swallowed by the Rimmeraz. Ford continues to hold the creature steady, taking damage to himself in the process, and Knot injures Caduceus again with another exploding arrow. Jester does manage to kill the Rimmeraz with a guiding bolt, and Ford attempts to find Clay inside the creature's body, taking heavy acid damage. Jester pulls Ford and Clay out, and the party recovers from the encounter. They travel along the mountainside, this time aided by Pass Without a Trace. They attempt to make a camp in the canopy of trees, but this collapses, so they sleep along the mountain as well, protected by Caleb's dome. With Ford this time in the lead, they continue their journey, continuing to head southwest. They examine a campsite, and Bo offers to climb the trees to scout. She and Knot have a race up the trees, which quickly escalates to the point of violence.
All right, you take a firecracker to the face. You've certainly lost your lead. You guys are now neck and neck between the two bits. I'd say you guys both together have one more push up this tree.
I'm going to shoot her with my gun.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Step of the wind!
Bo wins the race and sees some spire-like shapes at the bottom of the mountain. They decide to run through the woods, and as the sun begins to set, they start attracting wolves again. This time they are on the outskirts of a town, and the guards scare the wolves away. They have reached Uthodurn, a diarchy with dwarvish and elvish residents. The elves came here after their own city was destroyed by corruption, and the two societies blended together. Uthodurn is underground in a sprawling cavern. They find a tavern, and Knot speaks with some of the locals, learning where to find the Smeltborn Forge.
They didn't like throw anything at me, and I think if I play my cards right, I might be able to steal from them later.
I'll make you a deal. If we don't steal from the first people that we meet down here, I'll definitely not be mad about you nearly blowing me up again.
Okay.
As they head to bed, Caleb asks Jester to message Essex to see about delaying the execution of the Scourger. Essex says that he will do what he can. In the morning, the group explores the city, with Clay managing to spot the Smeltborn Forge, which is attached to a temple of Moradin. Before they go over, Jester discovers a bakery and purchases several cupcakes. The nine then make their way to the temple and discover that Dolgrim Smeltborn died 4 years ago. His son, Umagorn, still runs the forge, along with a mute elven girl named Deelan. The nine offer Umagorn cupcakes and booze, which gets his attention. He looks over the pieces of the Star Razor, finding his father's notes on the blade. He can reforge it, but it requires material that he doesn't have, namely Iceflex, which is mithril that has been breathed upon by a white dragon. A woman named Ava might have some, or may be able to direct them to find some. He asks why they want the sword, and they tell him of the threat of the Laughing Hand, with Ford impressing him with his sincerity.
My father didn't make things like this for money. He made them for the right people. You seem forthright and honest. If you seem like the kind of person who's stupid enough to go ahead and go running towards a dragon to get this thing blown on, and you return, and what you're saying is true, I'll do it for you.
As they head out of the forge, discussing where to find the white dragon, a cloaked figure approaches them from the temple. That is it for episode 73 of Critical Role. But is that really it? I have some thoughts. shit, y'all! The live show was absolutely amazing. Jester was the absolute MVP, between killing both monsters and saving lives, not to mention the acquisition of cupcakes. It was so good to see Ford prove that he could still hold his own with the group, and now they have the next step on their mission to reforge the Star Razor. But how are they going to find Iceflex? How are they going to find a white dragon? And who is this cloaked figure? Oh, Mighty Nein. Anyway, catch episode 74 on Thursday, August 8th at 7 p.m. Pacific on twitch.tv/criticalrole, or a week later on our podcast, and stay tuned to critroll.com for all the latest updates. Hey y'all, thanks for watching this episode of Critical Recap. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that little bell below to get notifications on all our uploads. Bye!